welcome back to my channel. I am super excited for today's video. We are going to be getting rid of some makeup that just doesn't belong in my collection anymore. Doing a good old-fashioned declutter. Now, I'm not going to be going through my entire makeup collection and like taking you along with to declutter. I literally have just like a box full of products currently in my collection that I am looking to pass along to someone else, or some of these products are so old and truly need to end up in the trash. I did recently post a video about my oldest makeup in my collection, which I'll leave linked in case you're interested in checking that out, but you might recognize a couple of the products from that video. I also did like a pretty large declutter like end of August of last year, and I don't want my collection to get to the point where I feel the need to do a really large declutter anymore. And in this year of 2023, I'm just of the mindset that if something is not working in my life, I'm not going to try to make it work for my life. There's just not, I'm not putting my energy or effort into that. That's not the vibe this year. So I have some makeup products here, not a ton, but I think I will do like a quarterly kind of makeup declutter just to get rid of products that are taking up space in my collection that I just no longer am interested in having in my collection. I am not doing this with the intention of bringing a ton of makeup back into my collection. I do have a makeup rehab series that I'm running on my channel, and I really am trying to curate my collection a little bit more this year, trying to work my way through some of my inventory and just truly use what I already own and love. I mean, granted, I do also really love to try new makeup as well, so I like to have, I'm trying to find a balance there where I'm not buying everything and buying things like not with the best intentions in mind, but also still having fun with makeup and trying new things and pursuing what is one of my passions. So this is an incredibly rambly and long-winded introduction for this declutter. If you're interested in seeing the products that I am currently going to be passing along to someone else or throwing in the trash, stay tuned. First, if you have yet to subscribe to my channel and you like project planning content or just chit-chatting about makeup, I'd love if you'd consider subscribing before moving on. And other than that, let's jump into the video. All right, you guys, I will give you a spoiler here. There's a lot of lip products that I will be getting rid of, and I really like, that's a good thing because my lip product just collection is truly out of control, and it's definitely like an area within my makeup collection I want to narrow down a little bit. And some of these products are just truly so old. I think I might start with lip products actually. And we can start with some of my really old lip products. Let's start with, I have 3 Kylie Cosmetics lip products I'm finally ready to part ways with. One of them is one of her glosses. This is the So Cute gloss. This is a very, very nude gloss, and I was trying to decide if I was gonna declutter this or Dose of Colors Can You Not, but I love Dose of Colors Can You Not, and I have committed so much use to that I really want to use that product up rather than decluttering it. Both of them are just so old in my collection. I like both of them. I will say the Kylie gloss formula just isn't my favorite. I think it's a little bit more sticky. So I'm gonna be decluttering this one. There is one other Kylie gloss that I did keep. I think it's in, what's this one? This one's called So Cute. I think I kept the gloss that's called Like. I probably should have decluttered that as well. If that is still in my collection, I haven't used that at all, at the end of June, I'll declutter that. But I'm also going to be decluttering these 2 liquid lipsticks. Both are from Kylie Cosmetics as well. This one is in Candy K and this one is in Savage. Both of them are like a pinky toned liquid lipsticks. Both of them are at least probably 5 years old, which is just way too old for a lip product to be sticking around. And I have so many similar liquid lipsticks in similar shades. I also don't wear pink lipstick that much. Like, I definitely prefer something that has a little bit more of like a brown tone on the lips. One area that I didn't declutter from at all was my lipstick collection. That I feel like there's some decluttering to be done there, but I just can't get myself to declutter any of my lipsticks. Maybe in June I'll be ready to say goodbye to a couple of my lipsticks, but I had enough similar shades in my lip collection already that I felt good decluttering these, and these are also just so old, so even if I didn't, I should be getting rid of those. What else? I have these 2 lip products from Clarins that I'm going to be getting rid of. These are their Lip Comfort Oil, the shimmer formula. I think that both of these are a really fun color. In fact, this one I'm still like, ugh, this one is in the shade Pop Coral. Do I want to declutter this? Maybe not. This isn't gonna go with my lip look at all. Maybe I'll keep Pop Coral for the summer. But I am going to declutter this one. This is in the shade Red Hot. I prefer Clarins regular lip oil to their shimmer formula, and I've kept these around because they're fun colors. I definitely have gotten more use out of Coral Pop or Pop Coral than I have the red one. So I'm definitely decluttering the red one. I'm gonna try and get use out of this one this summer. It's this really fun, like Barbie pink shade. I actually feel like I could get some use of that. So just ignore me putting a decluttered product back into my collection. This one is so old and truly smells like paint thinner. So unfortunately this one's gotta go. This is the Lancome Apricot, one of their like, oh, the Juicy Shaker. I've actually used this quite a bit within its lifetime. It's this really beautiful, just light wash of like this apricot glow on your lips, but it's a really interesting like doe foot applicator. It's not my favorite applicator and not my favorite formula. Again, I prefer the Clarins lip oil to this, and this smells like paint thinner. So this is just gotta go. I'm also gonna be decluttering this from NYX. It's the Shine It Loud lip product in the shade Goal Crusher. This is newer to my collection. I just didn't enjoy this product. I just like the liquid lipstick portion was just like thick and really drying, but then like the lip lacquer portion, just I don't love a like lip lacquer effect, if you will. I don't love that the lip lacquer portion is like this paintbrush applicator. It's just not my favorite form of application, and I just wasn't a huge fan of this. So it's kind of one of those products that like I could keep it in my collection and make it work for me from time to time, but my lip collection is so large already that like I have so many other products I'd rather reach for than reaching for this, so I may as well just pass that one along. And then the final, no, 2 more lip products that I'll be getting rid of. I'm going to declutter this one from City Beauty. This is their plumping lip gloss. This one I just think is a little bit painful on the lips, and it's just not my favorite formula. You all know I love the Lawless Forget the Filler, so when I'm looking for like a juicy effect on my lips, I'm reaching for that. I don't really care to have like the super tingly painful lips for like a more plump effect. I just don't. And I also have really been enjoying my Buxom lip gloss. I think it's either an Amy or Erica. I always say one and it ends up being the other. I think it's Amy. And I would be interested in potentially actually purchasing that one again from Buxom. I just love the shade and the way that it looks on the lips. So I just don't need this one from City Beauty anymore. I would be forcing myself to use it if I did use that. And then the final lip product I'm going to be decluttering is this one from Rituel. It is their Enchanted Lip Sheer in the shade Datura. This is just a really dry formula. This is also a pink shade, which again, I'm not reaching for pinks all that frequently. It's just not a comfortable formula on the lips, and I have so many other lipsticks already in my collection that this would be one of my very last choices in terms of lip products. So why keep it around when I have 40 other lipsticks that I could be using? I have a concealer that I'm going to be decluttering. This is my Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Concealer. This just is not a good shade for me, and my doe foot is like bent like a little bit, like it's just like tilted off to the right, and it just bothers me. So I'm going to pass this along to one of my friends. Hopefully the shade will work better for them. This is just too yellow tone for me, and I don't care to try and like mix it with other concealers. I don't care to try and make my makeup work for me when I have so many other makeup products in my collection already that do work for me that I would rather reach for. So I will be decluttering that. I actually do like this formula. This was a repurchase for me, but I was trying to purchase a shade that would match me better, and that didn't happen. I've got a shade that matches me worse. I have 2 foundations that I will be decluttering. The first is from Vapor. It's the Velvet Glow foundation. This shade isn't great for me. I have mine in the shade 110V. My sister gave this to me because she actually didn't like the way that it looked on her skin, and I don't like the way that it looks on mine either. I truly feel like it has this like velvet texture and makes my skin almost look like velvet in like a bad way. Like you know when you like rub velvet and it kind of like, you can rub it to like I don't have any more words to describe what I'm trying to say, but I feel like you guys know what I'm talking about. The way that you can like rub velvet and it has this texture to it. I feel like my face would look like textured velvet in the wrong ways. And this is just another product that like, why am I gonna bother when I have so many other foundations in my collection? Plus I love to test new foundations. So if a foundation isn't working for me, it can move along. Same thing goes with the NYX Bare With Me Blur foundation. I purchased this year. I was super, or maybe like very end of last year, I can't remember when this released. I was so excited about this because nothing is better than when you find a good drugstore foundation, and I've really been into NYX lately. So plus everybody raves about the Bare With Me concealer, so I was like, this is gonna be great. Plus Bare With Me, I felt like it was going to be this really beautiful natural skin like foundation. I thought it was gonna have this very lightweight texture on the skin, and that is just not what you are getting with this product. I find that this is very thick on the skin. I don't want to say it's like sticky, but it's like that thick, just like tacky texture. It feels heavy on the skin. It feels distracting. It makes my skin look aged, and it's just not flattering. It's just not flattering at all. I've tried to mix this with other foundations, but again, I don't want to make my makeup, I don't want to like have to force my makeup to work for me. And even trying to mix this with other products, I just don't feel like I ever was getting a really beautiful effect. So I will be decluttering that. Another product from NYX I was hoping I was gonna love and just didn't end up loving is the NYX Thick It Stick It Thickening Brow Mascara. I feel like everybody loves this and I just don't. First of all, I feel like the applicator, like it's just like a really thick, almost mascara-like almost mascara-like wand, and so I just don't love it. I feel like it makes my eyebrows really like, well, really thick, but like clumpy. It's just not flattering on my eyebrows. Don't love it. There are other eyebrow products I much prefer, so I'm not going to force myself to use that. And then another eyebrow product I will be decluttering is this one from Merit Beauty. This, I don't know what it's called. But again, kind of like that more thick wand for the applicator, and I just don't love it. I feel like I just don't get the effect that I like for my brows with this product. My favorite brow product of all time is the Undone Beauty Duo. I love the fibrous tinted brow gel on the one end. I like having the brow pen on the other. A more high-end brow product that I really like is the Huda Beauty Balm Brows. I think that's also a really good one. It has a very interesting applicator, but it's much thinner than this one. And so I just, you know, there's others that I like the performance of better, so I'm not going to keep that one around. My Essence Metal Shock eyeshadow broke, so this needs to go in the trash can. Like, the wand literally broke off, so I can't use that anymore. This was a nice product, but I don't reach for products like this on a very regular basis, so I'm not super mad to be having to declutter that. From Physicians Formula, I will be decluttering the Butter Coffee Bronzer. This just, I don't know if it's the shade or what, they did send this to me. This just doesn't look great on my skin. I feel like it's a little bit too deep for my skin, and it isn't like this sheeny sheer bronze that I remember the butter bronzer being. And I know this is the coffee bronzer, not the butter bronzer, but I prefer the butter bronzer. Like, if I were to have a bronzer from Physicians Formula, I would rather have the butter bronzer. So many great bronzers currently in my collection that there's just no need for me to keep a bronzer that I don't love. And then speaking of bronzers that I don't love, I am going to be decluttering this one from Jaclyn Cosmetics. This is the cream bronzer in the shade Toasty. I just have much better cream bronzer formulas in my collection. I just wasn't a huge fan of this. This is a cream to powder sort of formula, and you can really sheer the bronzer out, but not necessarily like build it up in the most flattering way. I don't know, it's just not a favorite of mine. I much prefer the NARS cream bronzer, or honestly pretty much any other cream bronzer in my collection, so I will be decluttering that. I'm also going to declutter the About Face cream blush. I have the, is it in the shade Smash? The Cheek Freak in the shade Smash. Another like cream to powder sort of formula. I don't love the shade that I selected, but I also really don't love the formula. It's not something that I feel like if I had a different shade, I would like the formula. It's just an interesting texture. It's very, well, it is kind of balmy, but then like you rub it on and I feel like it just applies kind of patchy. I just don't love it. I feel like I could accidentally talk myself into keeping that, but like, because now I swatched and I'm like, no, I'm decluttering that. I don't love the formula. And then the final product that I have to declutter is this trio from Aether Beauty. And I actually really like this product, but it's the shades that I pulled this out to use this, and I just have different pink blushes. Like, there's a different tone of pink that I am preferring in my blushes these days that I don't find myself wanting to reach for these. And then this highlighter, normally I love a pink highlight, but this is really icy, and I prefer something that's a little bit more like warm pink, that's gonna just blend in with my skin a little bit better. So I know there's so many people in my life that would love this product, and this just is not getting any use sitting in my collection. So I would rather pass that along. But after that, I'm looking at a desk full of products that I will be decluttering. I'm super excited about this. I know I haven't made a ton of makeup purchases this year, but I did set out to, I can't remember what I want my makeup inventory number to be at for like total products, excluding eyeshadow palettes and singles. But in order for me to reach that goal, I definitely feel I would have to do some decluttering. And I'm not doing any of this because I feel like I have to declutter. I'm truly doing this because I don't like these products anymore, and I feel very happy to pass them along or throw some of these in the trash. But I'm very excited to see where my makeup inventory is gonna lie. Hopefully I can get through some more makeup products before then, specifically like lip glosses. I feel like I haven't been cranking through as many lip glosses as I want to this year, at least thus far. So I'm hoping to finish a few more lip glosses before my mid-year makeup inventory check-in. But I had a long-winded intro, and now I feel like I'm having a long-winded outro to this declutter. That's gonna wrap it up for today's video. I would love to know in the comments below if you have recently decluttered any makeup. Let me know what you are getting rid of. Other than that, thank you so much for sticking around to watch today's video and for supporting my channel as you guys always do. I love you guys so much, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye.